Welcome back, guys. Today we are going to do an interesting video. Hope you have heard about turbo shots. That's a new norm in espresso making, that is turbo shot. Now I'm not going to explain about the history of turbo shot, everything, but you can read up, you can Google turbo shot and they'll give you the details about it. But today what I'm trying to achieve is I'm going to dial in turbo shot on Breville Barista Express. Now you may already know that the turbo shot is not possible in this type of machine because it needs a low bar pressure for the extraction to happen nicely. Now it needs 6 bars of pressure, which looks impossible in Breville Barista Express. Some people say it is not possible. But today we are going to find out whether it is possible or not in this Breville Barista Express. So let's find out. Now the ratio for turbo shot is 15 grams of beans, 15 to 20 seconds of extraction, and you should get 40 grams yield or output espresso. And it is recommended to go a bit coarser, but we won't be able to achieve it if you go very coarse. So we are going to make it finer, and then we'll try to see whether it is possible in Breville Barista Express. So let's dial in, and it's gonna be interesting. I'm sure you've watched my other few videos that I posted in the last 1 week about pre-infusion and how to get a good extraction just by pre-infusion shot only. If you haven't watched it, check my channel or the description below this video, and you'll get the link for that. Do watch that, and this is a continuation of that, and because we will be continuing exactly the same thing, that is pre-infusion only shot, because that's the only way to reduce the pressure or the bar pressure in this machine. And let's see if we can achieve that 6 bar pressure and that great turbo shot extraction. Let's have a look at it. Now the first thing we need here is 15 grams of beans. That's the first thing we need to take. And here I got some beans. Cool, 15 grams. Now let's use this. Now you'll be interested to see my grind size. It is at 1. Let's have a look just to confirm. It is at the finest setting at 1. Hopefully we got all the 15 grams out. And let me use the bottomless portafilter so that we can have a look at the extraction too. So obviously these tools won't work like I've shown you the other time. So let's use our Breville tamper. Make sure you tamp uniform all the sides. Okay, obviously the height looks low because it's only 15 grams. Make sure it is tamped well, and let's use this. So here I got my weighing scale and the shot glass, and obviously I need the timer. So what we are trying to achieve here is we need to get 6 bars of pressure. That means if you look at your pressure gauge, here it's at 0, this is 2, this is 4, and this is 6. So we need to get right at the beginning of the gray line. This is the 6 bar pressure, and this is where you need to get a turbo shot extraction. This is what is recommended. So let's see if we can achieve here. That's my target. So have a look at the pressure gauge while I'm doing the extraction. My wife has offered to do a video so that we can see the extraction on the bottomless portafilter. So I'll clip that together. So this is the top view for the extraction, and let's begin. So here we go. Once again, our target is, we have 15 grams of grinds, the coffee beans, and we are looking at 15 to 20 second extraction, and mainly we'll look at the yield. We need 40 grams output, and mainly at the 6 bar pressure. Let's see if we can get a closer value there. So let's begin. So like I mentioned, the pre-infusion shot, you have to keep pressing the button, don't leave it, so that it goes to the pre-infusion only mode. And then we'll look at the gauge and see, and look at 40 grams output, and then to stop you release and press again. That's how you stop. So have a look. We are beginning. Ready, steady, go. So I'll look at the weight of the beans. Right now our gauge is at 5.25 bar pressure. I would like to achieve a little more. And it's 20 seconds, so let me go up to 40 grams yield. 35. So 31 seconds, and let's look at the yield. So we got 41 grams output. So let's say in 30 seconds we got 40 grams output, very close value. And let's have a look at the extraction. Looks good. I'm going to taste it now. Okay, it's time to taste it. Now, if you looked at the extraction, there was no channeling, which is expected of this type of extraction because it's only pre-infusion mode and very low pressure is applied to the grinds. That's why you don't see any channeling. I didn't even lose even a drop of espresso outside the cup, which is good. So importantly, let's taste this turbo shot. The numbers were very close. We got 5.25 bars of pressure. I was expecting 6. We are going to tweak it again. Let's first have a taste, because that's very important, because most of the pre-infusion only shots, it can taste horrible. So let's have a go. Okay, the one I have tasted before was very bitter. Compared to that, this is better. I wouldn't say this is a perfect extraction because this is a bit bitter, and I get the sour also. Combination. But I'm getting the flavors. Not fully, not the perfect shot like I mentioned, but I'm getting some flavors, the smoky, earthy flavor, but I'm not getting it fully. But this is much better than the other one, the one I made yesterday, which was very bitter. This is drinkable. You can have a go, the full espresso in one go. Yeah. It's okay type. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it's drinkable. Now I'm going to make it more perfect, the shot wise, the theory wise of turbo shot. That means I'm going to target exactly 6 bar pressure. Now my grind size is at the finest, so I wouldn't be able to adjust further here, but I'm going to show you another trick, another method to do it. There is something inside here that is the inner burr setting, where we will tweak it. My current size is at 4, if I'm not mistaken. We will check it. I'm going to reduce 2 numbers low, and then we'll do another extraction and see how that compares. I'm pretty sure we will be able to achieve 6 bar pressure by then, but mainly we'll have a look at the taste, because that's very important. So let's make another shot now and let's see what we can achieve. So obviously, to adjust the inner burr, you need to remove your hopper. In my case it was bellow, so I removed that, and then you have to remove the inner burr ring, turn it counterclockwise, and then slowly lift it up. And this is where you adjust. Let me clean it up and show you. So here I've cleaned my inner burr, and like I mentioned, it is at 4. This is the current setting. I'm going to make it finer at 2 just for this shot, and let's see what happens. So just remove the clip and turn the dial. Obviously there's some grind, so you need to okay, so it is at 2 now. I'm sure you are able to see that. Okay, so the line is aligning to 2, and let's lock it using the ring. So once you have locked it, just to reconfirm, my ring is locked at 2. So after you have done it, you can install it back. And turn it clockwise till you hear that lock sound, that click. Now if it doesn't lock properly, you need to vacuum it so that it will go in easy, or else the grind will stop you from locking the burr. So make sure you vacuum it, then that will help. And then you can install your hopper back. That should be good in my case. And I'm going to leave my grind size at 1. So inner burr is at 2 and outer burr is at 1. So let's take another 15 grams. Okay, that's another 15 grams, and let's use that. Let's have a look at the puck, the previous one. I don't see any signs of channeling. You see the waves because the water is floating up because of the gap, but no other signs of channeling. Let's also have a look whether it has soaked the puck fully. That's perfect. Last time, if you have watched my other video on pre-infusion only shot, there was some dry grinds that I found, but not in this case, which is good. So let's use this 15 grams. Inner burr at 2, the outer setting at 1. You might have noticed that sound. The burrs almost touching each other, making that funny noise. So obviously the grinds are super fine this time. The finest possible, almost finest possible in this machine. Obviously the Breville timbre, that works. And just taking time so that we don't get any channeling. That looks good, and let's use this. So here I got my scale, my cup, everything ready. Okay, so let's begin. And then again we are going to check the pressure. Let's see if we can achieve 6 bar. So we got everything ready, and let's see the extraction. I'll start the timer at the first drop and watch the pressure. So we got 5 bar, it's increasing, 5.5. Okay, 5.75. 30 grams now in my basket. 36, and we have achieved 6 bar, almost 6 bar pressure. Okay, so that's 39 seconds. We got 41 grams out. I have to thank my wife for videoing the other view. So let's have a look at this and taste this. It looks good. The turbo shot in Breville Barista Express. Let's have a taste. Now, before I taste, as you might have noticed, the bar pressure, it's 2, 4, and 6. So we got 6 bar pressure extraction, and this is how it looks like. Okay, I'm excited to taste this. So yes, it is possible to get 6 bar pressure extraction in Breville Barista Express. I'm so excited to taste this because that matters. Oop. Got my spoon ready. Nice thick rich crema. It's slightly better than the other shot. The bitterness has reduced a lot. I still taste a bit sour, or I don't know, because this is more dark roast and it's supposed to be a bit bitter, but I'm getting a little bit sour taste. But this shot, I would say it's 20% better than the other shot, the previous one. Yeah, a bit more smoother than the other one, and I think this is drinkable, and this can be served to your guest. If you haven't made this turbo shot, do try it and let me know in the comments below. And I'm getting a nice flavor, a good taste to this by achieving the 6 bar pressure. But this is not a perfect espresso, I wouldn't say that, because I made extraction much better than this. But this is drinkable. Maybe you'll like it. Do taste and let me know. I wouldn't hype about this extraction because there's a lot of things in turbo shot that should satisfy. This is a so-called turbo shot, I would say, using Breville Barista Express. But at least I'm happy that I achieved that exact 6 bar pressure, which is a good achievement. So yes, you can get 6 bar extraction or 7 bar or 5 bar pressure. It is possible in Breville Barista Express. That's something that we learned today. And do let me know, make some pre-infusion only shot or turbo shot and let me know how it goes, whether you got that sweet spot going. Now, having said that, I'm going to make one more extraction just to compare the taste, because I don't want to change the beans or do it another day while the beans are fresh. Let me make it immediately right now and compare whether there is a big difference between the taste, and I'll tell you the difference if there is. So I'll go with normal extraction. I'm going to change it back, my burr setting to 4 and my outer burr back to 4 or 5 maybe, and do an extraction, and I'm gonna taste it and see the comparison. Let's do it. Before that, let's quickly check the puck. Perfect. I don't see any signs of channeling other than the water floating on top. And let's dispense and see to be sure. Okay, it's not bad either. I don't see any dry grinds, which is good. So I don't want to go through the whole session of taking out the inner burr. All I'm going to do is make it quick and make it coarser. So from 2, I'm going to change it to back to 4 where it was, right there. There we go. And we're going to change it back to, so the inner burr is at 4 where I made all the other shots, and I'm going back to 5. Okay, exactly 18 grams. Let's use this. That's a lot more, 18 grams. We should be able to use this time because there's more grinds. Okay, that worked. And the tamping, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Breville tamper and apply the same pressure. Good. There's a lot of resistance now. It's looking good. It's looking full because of the 18 grams. Let's use this now. Make sure you lock it. Got the shot glass ready, and let's begin. So let's begin. I got everything ready. Just the normal double shot. I'll stop at 40 grams. There could be a lot of spurts and channeling. We'll see. That's 37 grams in 8 seconds, which is really quick. I think the beans is so fresh, but let's have a go. That's 37 grams. It was flowing so quick, I didn't want to overflow it. Now look at that. Obviously there were some spurts, which is normal for this type of extraction. 18 grams. Okay, there was a lot of crema in this. Obviously the beans are fresh, that's why. Okay, I think now I know the reason why it is a bit off taste than the normal one. The beans that I did was a bit overdone compared to my taste. So this is tasting sour. I get both the flavors for some reason. This is actually bad compared to the previous shot. I would say the second shot was the tastiest, where we achieved almost 6 bars of pressure. That extraction was tastier, though it was a bit bitter. I thought this extraction will bring more flavors, but it did not. Maybe I need to still dial in this, but let's have a look at the beans. Usually I do medium roast, but this is dark roast. Some of the beans went through the second crack, so obviously it will bring more burnt taste, which is expected. Maybe that's what I'm tasting really. So extraction wise, I really like the second shot. That was the tastiest among the 3 which I did. the turbo shot. So try it and let me know how it is, and how was the taste. Just let me know in the comments below. Let's be more interactive. So it is possible to do turbo shot in this machine. If you haven't, try it and let me know in the comments below. Now I'm adding this session of the video to that existing one, because when I reviewed the last shot, you might have noticed the pressure in the video. It was very low, around 7 bars of pressure. It's a low pressure, so that means the water has gone through the grind so quickly. That's why it was a bit sour and it was a bit off taste. So how do we fix that? It's so simple. Make it more finer. I'm going to change from 5 to 3, and I'm going to do another extraction, because the 18 grams should taste better than that, and it's freshly roasted beans. Doesn't matter it is dark roast or medium, it should taste better in theory. So I'm going to do that quickly. I'm not going to show more details. I'll just show the extraction part and we'll taste it. So from 5, let me change it to 3, and then we'll do the extraction. So 18 grams. So let's begin the extraction, and we'll look at the pressure and target 40 grams. Okay, the pressure looks good. Oops, okay. I stopped a bit late, but it's fine. We got 48 grams. 48 grams out, which is a bit more, but it's good. Let's have a taste. Thick, rich crema. A lot of crema. Okay, time to taste. A lot of crema. Yeah, this brought more flavors. I could taste the chocolate, the tobacco, the smoky, earthy flavor more. But I feel this is a bit stronger. If you ask me to compare to the turbo shot, this extraction or this espresso is much stronger, bolder than the other one. That's the first thing you'll note. But I don't taste any weird taste. It's a tad sour, not the perfect extraction, but far better than the all the other shots that I made today. Very strong, but it's smooth. So that was around 48 grams in, is it 9 seconds, I believe, 9 to 10 seconds. The extraction time is still quicker. It could be the beans which are too fresh. Maybe that's the reason, because it's generating a lot of crema rather than getting the espresso out of the grinds. It's just bubbling up all the CO2 gas. That's what you saw. Could be that reason. Maybe I should let it sit for 4 days. Now this is a day old, which is too fresh. Maybe that could be the reason. So that concludes turbo shot and comparison to the normal shot. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you like this video, hit that like button. And if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe. That will help me and my channel to grow so that I can bring more videos like this. So stay tuned guys for another video, and see you guys next time soon. Bye for now.